So here we are at lock number 1 on the Llangollen. But no, we're really excited.
So excited! So excited! So excited!
I'm probably not as excited as Roz.
I can't wait!
This week we are making the long-awaited turn onto the Llangollen Canal and heading for a small village called Marbury, which is 8 miles and 10 locks over 2 days.
So we made it onto the Llangollen. I'm so excited. We've got 4 locks to do. We've just done 1, but there's a lock keeper on, so that's always good. And he set the lock ahead, so we're about to go into that lock. But kind of get the feeling of Foxton around here, just with the walk up here, as you can see. And there's Thistle Rose over there. So we're just going into lock 2. So we're passing a boat in this pound, and it's quite short and small, but it's all good. Very tight, but he did it, and without banging. It's good that, just because of the going up, it reminds me of Foxton.
So we're hoping to stay on here for about, what?
4 weeks?
See, it's narrow.
Yeah.
Very narrow. Yeah, for about 4 weeks.
Yeah, so 2 weeks down, 2 weeks back.
And generally the thing is, people don't like doing the Llangollen because it's so popular over the summer months. But we're going to stay on it for about 3-4 weeks in May, and hopefully get off. So we're coming back
by the time the hire boat season really starts to
really
kick
kicks
off.
in, which is the last weekend in May, the bank holiday weekend.
Yeah. So we'll be back in Nantwich for the bank holiday.
So 4 weeks. We're not going to bash it out. We're going to do a bit of cruising, bit of walking, bit of sightseeing, aren't we, as well?
Well, we just met a couple in the first lock, and they've done the whole thing in a week.
Which is some going.
I mean, it's 45 miles long, so that's 90 miles in a week. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And that's coming from us.
But they did tell us that they can find black garlic.
Yeah, there's lots of wild garlic growing on the Llangollen, and you can make pestos and things from it, so we're going to have a look out for that. I don't know.
So we're just on, was it Hurliston Locks?
Hurliston Locks, and we're heading for a little village which is set off from the canal, but there's a pub, so can't go past it. So I'll have a look at the book and let you know what the name of the village is in a bit. So we're about here. We've still got a couple of locks to do. We've got to go past Swanley Bridge Marina.
Yeah.
And then I'm guessing I would say more up anywhere after Bridge 10 or 11.
Yeah.
This is highly typical of our cruising. Although Rob does the majority of the tiller work, he never knows where we are or where we are going. And you can tell that my navigation is all going in one ear and out the other.
Bridge 12 is your best way to get to it. And the village is called Ravensmoor. Ravensmoor? Yeah. So, and the pub is called the Farmer's Arms. So we'll go and see what that's about tonight. So, yeah.
Although we now know this as the Llangollen Canal, this section was originally called the Ellesmere Canal, which was opened in 1805. The Llangollen was a navigable feeder canal for the Shropshire Union system, and both became part of the Shropshire Union Canals in 1846. It became popularly known as the Llangollen Canal in the 1980s.
Chimney on that house. Look at that. That's fab. Now the locks so far have had these like bywashes, you'll see I'm pointing to it there. And on the last one, it pushed us right over. It was a lot more fierce than this one though, so we'll see if the same happens again. But Rob managed to control it really well and still get on the lock without bumping the wall. And of course now I'm filming this one. He might not be so successful, but we'll see. Doesn't seem to be pushing him out as much as it did last time, which is good.
Ralph?
We're going to moor up next to this field of cows.
Which Ross said they were horny cows.
Well, no, I thought they had horns.
I thought you meant those horny.
No. Anyway,
They've been horny because they've got calves now.
there's loads of calves in that field. It's our first calves of the season.
So
It's where we're going to stop.
our home for a few days.
Look at how peaceful and beautiful and quiet it is.
Except for Ralph.
Oh, except for Rob.
Ralph, you're disturbing the peace, Ralph.
What's up, Ralph?
He's nutty, that's what he is.
Ralphie. Ralph.
I don't like it.
Are we going to go and get mini cheddars in a minute? You like it though, Rosie, don't you?
When we moor up, we all have our own routines. I hold Thistle and Rose steady with the centre line, whilst Rob fixes the mooring ropes. Once he has sorted the front rope, I can then sort the side fenders out. Rosie and Ralph just cause mayhem.
Nice mooring.
That's the best morning we've had for weeks.
For weeks.
Oh!
So the dogs, you jump in.
Yeah, they just battered into the back of my leg.
Oh God, who'd need dogs? What are we going to do now? What time is it?
4 o'clock. I think we
Pubs are open.
take a walk into
It's
Ravensmoor.
Friday.
Yeah. So we'll take a
Every
walk.
day's a Friday.
Well, we'll take a walk and see where it finds us. But we'll go to this little village called Ravensmoor. See what that's about.
Yeah, so a couple of days here, and then we'll push on.
Yeah. But it's so peaceful, tranquil, nobody around,
Wi-Fi is actually good,
and the Wi-Fi is really good. So
so that'll do
happy
us.
days.
All right. Okay. We'll see you later.
So we stopped just after Bridge 11, and it was a short walk into Ravensmoor, wasn't it?
Yeah, about a mile, wasn't it?
Yeah,
About a mile.
yeah.
But across country, about over there somewhere.
Yeah, so we left the towpath at Bridge 12 and took a short walk into the village. And we went to the village pub last night.
And from the outside, it looks nothing. And even from the inside, it looks nothing, I'll be honest.
But it was a great atmosphere.
Proper little village pub.
A really funny story. So there was a guy, and I thought I recognised him.
Oh, yeah.
And he was the same guy that we'd seen in the pub in Nantwich 2 nights in a row. And,
Sounds like we go to the pub a lot.
yeah, and he even said that to us, didn't he? That he'd seen us.
We double took, because it took us 5 hours to get here yesterday, we couldn't understand how the same guy
could be in a pub 5 hours away, but really Nantwich was only 2.5 miles away, so yeah.
and he lives in the village.
So yeah, funny story.
Funny little story.
Anyway, so we're going to travel down to Wembury today, which is about 3 miles, and we've got 2 locks to do. We've got the Baddeley locks to do, and we're going to moor up just on the outskirts. We've got Wembury Lift Bridge as well to do today, and if we like it, we're going to stay there. If not, we're going to chug on, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll take a break.
Take
have
a
some
break,
lunch,
have a walk around the
and
village.
see what it's like. We had a good chat last night in the pub about how we're going to play Llangollen. And we think it's probably best to get down the bottom end early May, quite quickly before all the hire boaters get here. Get down there, do some walking around, spend some time, like a couple of weeks down the bottom end of it.
And then maybe take our time a bit more on the way.
At the top end,
on the way
back.
So we're going to try and do a couple of hours, 2-3 hours, sort of every day, and then the days that I'm not working, do a bit longer.
Yeah, no massive days. We want to try and cut it down to probably about 4 hours a day.
Yeah, but
max.
we want to make sure that we stop in all the nice places. But yeah, so that's the plan.
Yeah, and on the dog walk this morning, loving the towpaths.
Yeah, they're really good.
Moorings everywhere, and they're all really good. So, so far, so good. Really enjoying it.
Yeah, so let's get down to Wembury and see what that's all about.
Yeah.
So we've arrived at the first lock, and we've got a queue. So there's a boat coming out, and there's a boat hovering in the middle waiting to go in, so might have a bit of a wait here.
I'll pull over, walk it down.
Yeah.
There might be a boat coming through.
Yeah, I've got to go and check the up and check there's no other boats coming down as well. That's okay. Got all the time in the world. So I've just jumped off the boat because we've got a lift bridge coming up. There's 2 actually, but one of them is an actual road bridge. So, but this one, I think is just a path. So we've just noticed the boat in front has closed it, so we're going to have to reopen it. But that's okay. It gives me practice because apparently there's quite a lot on this canal. You can hear Ralph barking in the background. He's such a moaning dog, it's so funny. So this is me approaching the bridge, and as you can see here, there's a sign. It says low bridge, keep left when passing through bridge. So hopefully Rob will read that, and I'll go and see how I need to open it. I've got my windlass and I've got my key. I don't think it's a key for this one, I think it's just a windlass, but we'll find out. This one's a windlass. Up this way. Did you read the sign?
Yeah.
So this lift bridge here is a road, and it's operated by a quay. So I'll have to stop the traffic. So I'll have to check both ways that it's all clear. But I have spotted a pub just behind me. So I'm maybe going to see if we can moor up round here and yeah, go to the pub.
Really awkward turn here at Wembury. So you almost come in and it's about a 90-degree turn straight away into a lift bridge. Yes, Rosie. It's not very good, is it? I won't crash it. Okay.
So we just stopped at Wembury. We wanted a bit of a lunch.
We shouldn't have. We should have just kept going.
Well, there was a guy in the lock who said just to go past. He said there wasn't much to Wembury.
And he wasn't lying.
And he wasn't lying, no.
It seems alright, but...
At least we've had our lunch. It's now raining. So we're only going to go 2 miles to get to the next, just past the next lock.
And apparently that is a nice place.
Marbury.
Oh, there's a thing coming right on this bend. Oh, this will be interesting.
Oh, great.
I'll slow down here.
So we went to the pub for a Swifty called the Dusty Miller, and it was all right.
No, it wasn't all right.
On the scale, it was a no pint pub. We won't go back.
Okay.
I wonder where they have boats moored on this side.
It's really awkward.
Yeah, it's a really silly place, isn't
I
it?
know,
They've got
it
this
is.
whole long stretch here.
Yeah, it is like the worst place to moor 'em. Canal Side Garden Centre near this lift bridge, sorry. So we're going to stop there on the way back when we come back up the Llangollen. Be middle of May and time to get the plants out on top of the boat.
I'm just wondering what's happened to this caravan because it looks a bit split in two. Well, it's not split in two yet, but it looks like it's about to. There's a big bywashy thing here. So I did try and warn him. Not sure how strong the flow is though, so no idea how much it'll push Thistle Rose out of the way, but we'll see. Nah, it's fine. And here's the lock on the other side of the road. This is Marbury Lock, so we're just going to moor up ahead here. There she goes. So we've just been up to Marbury Church and the view is absolutely spectacular.
So it was in the book, so we thought we'd take a little walk off. It's only 20 minutes away from the canal.
Yeah.
And the church overlooks what's known as a little mere.
Oh, it's just stunning.
Absolutely stunning. And a little mere is a small lake.
Which left over from the Ice Age.
From the Ice Age. But the view from the church is just breathtaking.
It's just well worth a visit.
Yeah. So we've got the drone up, so we'll do that now. We'll drop that in.
Yeah.
And whilst you're watching that, we'll just go in here. Just for a little drink.
Yeah. It's called
Enjoy.
the Swan.
Enjoy. I think we'll enjoy ours more. See you later.
Toodaloo.
fabulous oak tree.
Yeah, it's amazing.
A little sign.
Years that's been there.